Okay, Sam, it was a tough afternoon against Grimsby Town, but what's your immediate reaction to the result and performance?
Yeah, really disappointed, frustrating because I think probably you look at that first 20 minutes, we probably didn't apply ourselves in the way that we know that we can do. But I think a huge credit to David Artell and what he's doing here. I think I wouldn't be surprised if these boys won't be too far off the playoffs in League Two. There was a real gulf in quality at times, and they were thoroughly deserving of the result. I thought physically they were much more dominant than us, and I think probably that was the disappointing thing on our part, probably going into half time and beyond the tactics. It was probably more in terms of duels and 50-50s, 1v1s, which we came out on second best, evidently in the result. So yeah, disappointing, but in the end of the day, their quality came out, so credit to them.
Can that sort of physicality and speed lead to sort of the mistakes that we saw maybe from Dante when he's trying to clear the ball? Or is that?
No, I think, listen, we need to watch it back, and that there were technical errors across the park. It's no one individual. I think these boys have been fantastic up to now. You look across the season and the output that these boys have put in, they've been outstanding, and they were thoroughly deserving of getting to round 2 of this competition. We know our bread and butter's in the league. We've got FA Trophy next week. Our bread and butter's then going to be what we do against Truro away. That's where we're going to be judged ultimately. And like I said, the boys have answered all the challenges so far this season. This was a one-off game. We had nothing to lose. It was always going to be a free hit. So we had everything to prove and nothing to lose. So unfortunately, the result didn't go our way today. There was a clear gulf in quality. And credit to Grimsby. They'll be successful this season. I have no doubt about that. But our boys deserve their flowers as well. They've been fantastic up to now. When
it is 3-0 down, obviously against a very good opponent, when you go in 3-0 down at half time, what do you say in the dressing room at half time?
Yeah, it's like I just said, I think it was more about the 1v1 duels. At least when you come in to arenas like this, and you come in and having days like this in the FA Cup, you've really got to take it to your opponent. And I think it's about heart and character above all the tactical. We made a few tweaks at half time, but I think the emphasis was more about giving it a go. This is a great occasion. You don't get many of these often in your career if you're playing in non-league or in the low echelons of the footballing pyramid. But I think these boys, they probably will reflect on that, and probably the first half got away from us. So yeah, that was more the messages at half time. But I thought second half, I thought there was a response. I thought there was some positive performances for sure. I thought Anthony Giorgio, when he came on, I thought gave it a go. Sack, when he came on, gave it a real go. And I think Mikel Biero, he didn't stop running the whole time he was on the pitch, and he's been fantastic setting that stand and that press higher up the pitch. But yeah, there were some good individual performances, but I think as a collective we know we wasn't quite there today.
It is it's the first time in our history that we've reached a second round, 2 years running. As we reflect on the campaign, it's important just to remember that.
Well, without a shadow of a doubt, I think the boys have, like I say, done fantastically well to get to where we are, sitting where we are in the league table and getting to the second round of this competition, bringing some revenue into the club. And you see, it was a fantastic day out for those fans in the corner that didn't stop singing from minute one. Huge credit to them. They were outstanding for us today, and they've made the huge journey to come and support us today, and they were brilliant, and some lovely words of support from the fans just there. But we've got to keep going. We pick our heads up. Like I say, our season's not done here. We've got so much more to do, so much more to achieve, and we'll keep trying to improve. And these boys are doing so well. We're going to keep working them hard and getting them to try and maximise their potential. But they've certainly got something special.
Thanks for your time, Sam.
Thank you, mate.